Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day, and what I mean by that is hello and welcome to the Road to Glory, where I need to play the rest of my weekend league for you. I know it's Tuesday and the weekend league's finished, but I'm just a little bit ahead on content, but I hope you're all doing well. It is me, Lasty, here, of course. A bit of a different intro today, sorry about that. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's epi, hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe as well if you're new. Yesterday was a bit of a big one, so if you haven't seen that, you're probably wondering, well, how have you got in-form Heung-min Son and Trailblazer Vinicius Jr.? How have you managed that then, Tom? Well, yeah, we got quite lucky yesterday. We really did. So the squad is looking like impeccable, I have to say. It's looking absolutely beautiful. And let's continue on. So in this episode, I'm going to start with little player picks. I'm actually then going to submit everything into an icon, a base icon upgrade, something which doesn't have a rating cap on it, which is fantastic, because all we've had so far is max 87, max 88, max 90, whatever it may be. I wanted to wait to use all of the loads of high rated fodder that I've got in my club on like a nice icon pack where, you know, sky's the limit. I could get Pele or something. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Now, you're going to see me submit the squads here right now, and then we're just going to go ahead and crack it open. Yes, I'm putting a Van Dijk in the SBC. As you guys know, I have an extra Van Dijk. The purple one that I've got is the one that's actually in my squad, of course. So we can submit the gold one. That's no big deal. And then in the 87 rated squad, I think I end up putting Haaland or something. Yeah, Haaland goes into that one, but that's okay. He's super cheap now, and really it was just fodder for the club. 86 rated squad is up next. I genuinely didn't have to go out and buy a single player. We were all good here, and yes, it may have, like, you know, cleared me out of the fodder that I've got in the club, but I think with all the daily SBCs and stuff at the moment, and the fact that we're going to finish champs here today, we're going to end up with quite a bit of fodder, you know. So here is the icon, and it is a guy, it's a striker from Cameroon. Oh my days, my friends. I only went and packed Samuel Eto'o, didn't I? As if yesterday's luck wasn't enough. I ended up getting another beast. I'm sorry I didn't film it live. I was just feeling pretty rough. I still sounded rough, but feeling a little bit better. But yeah, I only went and got a pack Samuel Eto'o with Quick Step Plus, 92 pace. I can't believe how much of an upgrade the RTG has taken over the last couple of days. It is wild to think. Now, please tell me that you guys have done the base icon SBC and got yourself a beast as well. I'd love to see if you did. So, I think Heung-min Son's coming out of the squad already. And I think that probably means we can go with a different midfielder and take Rijkaard out, because we've got an extra icon in here now, which is going to get Bowie and Marlon up to Chem. So I can get someone a little bit more meta in that centre mid spot, as long as I can get my coins up just a little bit. We say goodbye to João Pedro. We're going to sell all of these 87s, 86, 85s. It's going to take me to just over 200k. And that is exactly the amount that I need to go out and purchase if you can guess it, there you go, Federico Valverde. Fede Valverde, as people call him. Just over 210k, something like that. We get ourselves the 88 rated beast in midfield. Now, I have watched many a bit of gameplay from my friend, the Footwiz Wadmin on Discord. I've watched him score many a power shot with this guy and claim that he's one of the best midfielders on the game. So the fact that you know how much I love a power shot, right? The fact that I can end up, you know, banging goals in, hopefully with Valverde in the midfield, my squad is looking so tasty. So why not head into the weekend league and ruin the rest of my day? The menu content, top tier at the moment. And I know that is half due to the fact that I've been very, very lucky with my icon pick, the campaign bags and stuff that I've opened. But you've got to open them to be in with a chance of getting something good, haven't you? So I'm 1-3 in the weekend league. Make that 2-3 as we win our first game. I've gone back to the 4-4-2 with narrow defenders and inside forwards on the wingers. So I've got this like compact unit of players and a playmaker in Valverde, and Yaya's like a box-to-box or a holding. I'm not too sure. Essentially, I'm quite happy for Valverde to get up there because I want him to be outside of the edge of the box so I can smash a power shot in from time to time. Now, unfortunately for me, this game is not quite going to go my way. I was getting destroyed by this Horan girl. She was very, very good. And my opponent got lucky in his icon pack too and managed to have a Puskas in his club. That's a very, very expensive one. So I lose that one. So I go from 1-3 to 2-3 to 2-4. So I'm 2-4 right now. Let's try and go on a little bit of a win streak, shall we? Because obviously, if we can get to a certain amount of wins, you can get multiple tokens. You can get like 2 tokens instead of just 1. And I don't know if that's like 9 or 10 or something like that wins, but we're going to need to go on a win streak, really, aren't we? If we've got any chance of that happening whatsoever. Excuse me. Sorry, as you know, I'm not 100%. My opponent had a red card in this game, and that was honestly the difference. He was a pretty good player, and was holding his own against me, and I just got a couple of opportunities to make it 2-0, which I took, and that was enough for me to get the win. So I got a win before, just got one now. We're up to 4-4. We've leveled our record, and you know how that normally goes, don't you? We then normally go into the next match and face someone with a beastly player or something, and we lose heavily. Well, he does have a purple Mbappe, so we know that this is probably danger. You know, mayday, alert. We're not going to do well here. I did go 1-0 up. He equalised on me, literally instantly, and then turned the game around really quickly with a lovely green timed Trivela from Florian Wirtz. He's then going to go 3-1 up here, and I'm like, every time I go into like a neutral or a positive record, this happens. But Van Dijk scores an easy cheat goal there from the corner. Valverde's going to get in. He does save the power shot there, but Valverde's there. I mean, it's lucky that it just comes straight back to him. That happens against us all the time, so I'm pretty fortunate that it's happened to me multiple times in this game. For us to retake the lead from 3-1 down, let's just push forward with Marlon here and score a Trivela of our own. And at 5-3, you know, from 3-1 down to 5-3 up, my opponent decided, I don't want to stay in that one. You, my friend, look like you could potentially be a pro player. And I'm like, I know. Sometimes I actually play this game all right. Sometimes I'm woeful. And I don't know how and why I change. But the one common denominator, really, is that when I play with a 4-4-2, as much as I feel like I've got nothing in the centre of midfield, I actually end up getting good results. So I need to just stick with it, don't I? I need to just stick with a 4-4-2 because it must actually be all right, and I must be able to outscore my opponents or something, because I've consistently got my best record when using that formation. Now, some of you might seem that as a bit boring and I should try and learn other formations, but every time I try, sometimes I enjoy it for a little bit, but then I go into a match that actually means something, like the weekend league, and all of a sudden I just get smashed. And I go like 1-3 like we did the other day. So yeah, in this game, my opponent and me were both scoring quite a few goals. Eventually, I stopped conceding them and just kept on scoring them. So we're going to go from... Was I 3-2 down in that one? I literally was. From 3-2 down to 6-3 up. Quite nice. And that's when he decides to quit as well. So yeah, very, very, very good. We are on a heck of a win streak right now. Valverde's going to get his first proper power shot goal. Love that from the boy. I really like him, actually. I don't love the fact that he's got like the 3-star skills and weak foot or something in the midfield. That feels a little bit meh. And he's not the most agile of players. So I've got a couple of clunky boys in the centre of midfield with Valverde and Yaya Toure. But I tell you what, been doing a good job, that's for sure. Oh, Liverpool may score here. Oh, good save. So, yeah, I'm sorry, this is your Tuesday video, but I have just finished playing my games, and it's about 6 p.m. on Sunday night, and I'm recording this video for you, so I was ever so slightly ahead. But I've got another Ipswich game tonight. We're playing Crystal Palace at home, so, again, getting a little bit ahead of the content, especially when the content's this good, is fine, in my opinion. Hope you agree. So from 2-4 to 8-4, we've just won 6 in a row. My next opponent has a 40-win cosmetic Van Dijk and that track stars Van der Ven at the back. So I'm probably going to struggle here, but I do go 1-0 up. Hey, make that 2-0, and hey, let's make it 3-0 while we're at it. This was not a bad player. And I couldn't quite, for the life of me, figure out why I was 3-0 up. Because I have to say, they were kind of on the break, all of those goals. And I felt like my opponent was almost toying with me. and was going to get back into the game. So, as you can see, he scores a couple of goals. I get a very lucky with one of my cheat code goals with Van Dijk there to get it up to 4-2. But I knew he was still going to get back in this match. And as you can see here, it took until the 71st. I held off as long as possible, but he got it from 3-0 down to 4-all. And we went all the way through extra time without scoring. And now it's time for penalties. My first shootout of the weekend league, I'm pretty sure. So I'll speed it up until it matters. Both of us scored our first 3. My opponent then ends up getting his saved by me. Come on. We then score another one each. And then the final penalty, I needed to score it to win it. Frank Rijkaard steps up. The super sub of dreams. I brought him on for Hierro some point during extra time or something. And I've got 9 wins, ladies and gentlemen, out of literally nowhere. How on earth has that happened? I've had a couple of terrible weekend leagues. We started this one appallingly. And we've got 9 wins. And we're looking to even get 10. I've got 2 games left here, by the way. So there's this one and the next one. And if I could potentially get 11 wins, which would be my best weekend league yet. Unfortunately, I go from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. But Samuel Eto'o's doing his thing. He's got a great finish on him, you know. Without having... He's got grey finesse shot, I think, but no power shot or anything like that. He's all about being pacey and then just getting in front of goal and utilising the green time shooting. I just need to hit them with him, and then the ball goes in the back of the net. So as you can see here, I actually turn this game around again, and I get a 4-2 victory. Or 4-3, I think. He ends up scoring a banger with Marcus Rashford. Yeah, look at that. You can't save them. I've scored plenty enough of them to know that you can't stop them. So I win 4-3, and I get 10 wins. How unbelievable is that? From 2-4 to 10-4. What? An 8-win swing. Wild. Absolutely incredible from me, if I do say so myself. And then we go into this final game, and I see a red cosmetic 40-win Desai and another crazy Van der Ven, and just a genuinely very good squad. And I was like, well, I'd already taken a little look at the rewards, and at 10 wins, I'd got the 2 tokens. So when he went 2-0 up, and I was like, you know what, I'm fine to be done here. It doesn't really matter. The 10 and the 11 don't make much difference to me. So I got 10-5. Really, really happy with that. That is the joint best record I've got. I've now got 10 wins 3 times on this game on the road to glory. And of course, it'll be my first set of slightly different rewards here since the new season came out and they've changed the rewards. So we get Sommer and then Thunderstruck Evanilson, who are both a very similar price. I actually think that Sommer is just a touch more expensive, like 11k instead of like 10.5. So instead of taking the Thunderstruck, I took Sommer. Maybe I should have taken the Thunderstruck just for it to be fun. But second player pick here, we're revealing them nice and slowly. 86, 86, and an icon. Hello, 87 Gattuso. I know he's not worth much. Oh, and a Thunderstruck in there. That was quite a nice pick there. But of course, we're going to take the 87 rated Gattuso, Gennaro Gattuso, and the third and final player pick. These are 1 of 4, 85 plus, by the way. Victor Osimhen, the Ocean Man. We then get gold 85. I think that's going to be gold again. You can sort of tell by the way that the color is as it's opening. That sort of like, yeah, that almost like bloom of color. You can sort of tell if you're getting something special or not. So I took the Ocean Man, and we got 87, 87, 87 icon, which is not bad. We now have 2 tradable Team of the Week packs, which have 3 Team of the Weeks in them. So I'm getting 60k at least here. We get a double walkout in this one. Guirassy and Kira Walsh. 286 rated, was it? Yeah, 286 rated and an 85 in Gwyn. Not bad at all. They probably sell for a little bit, or I'm going to keep them on the transfer list until they do go for a little bit, because I know João Pedro was discard value even as an 86, and he's a good Prem card, so maybe they don't sell right now, but informs will definitely go up at some point in time. Guirassy and again in the next one, and a couple of 83s, and here are my 2 champions mode mastery packs. They don't have a walkout apparently, but we get an 86 Arse and an 88 Martinez. That's okay. I'm happy for them to be token players rather than like if I was to get McAllister, I'd want to keep him and use him. Whereas I want a player that I can submit into, you know, as a token. You know, that's how I would like to do it. So I need them to just be like meh players. But we got 2 instead of 1, which was my expectation today. So I am super happy with that. Now we get double walkout in the 87 double. Of course, it is a double walkout pack. We get 2 88 rated goalies. Oh, Thunderstruck alert in my 82 times 20. French Bundesliga. I saw Thunderstruck walk out and I saw French and I was like, oh my god, are we getting Mbappe? Please. After the luck we've had, I wouldn't put it past me really the last couple of days. But it's 85 rated, not a double walkout or anything. It's 85 rated. I can't even see his name, I'll be honest. Because it was covering up. But yeah, that was the only thing we got in that pack. The rest of it was actually pretty tragic. So far, these rewards actually haven't really paid out too much. I've kind of got the bare minimum. Oh, apart from that icon. I know he's a cheap one, but it's cool to get a Thunderstruck icon. And then my 84 times 10, I'm going to get... Is that just a Declan Rice? Single walkout as well. Ah, man, that could have been and should have been so much better. But yeah, like I said, after the icon pack today, after getting that Vinny and Son yesterday, there's just no complaints from me. And this 84 times 10 tradable ends up getting me 87, 85, and then the rest 84s. Oh well, no big deal. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the episode after what has been a seriously successful couple of days on the RTG. I love Valverde. I love this team. And I'm thinking about putting the icon cosmetic on Samuel Eto'o because I just should, right? It's only 25k or whatever. And also I might put Lightning on Vinny and Van Dijk because that's another 20k total. I'm going to spend all my coins on cosmetic stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching today. If you've enjoyed, hit me with a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new. And don't forget to follow me on all my socials. The links are down below. A dub of an episode today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.